My name is Anna Morgan, and I did my presentation on Karen Horney. I chose Karen Horney because I was really inspired not only by her work, but her boldness in standing up to very prominent psychologists and their misogynistic ideals. So I'm just going to start off with a little bit of background. So Karen Horney was born in 1885 in Germany, and she was the second child in her family. She had an older brother. She felt pretty neglected and felt that she didn't get enough affection from her parents. This influenced a lot of her work, especially her ideas of children's safety needs and repressed hostility towards parents. From this neglect also stemmed a need to constantly be looking for love and acceptance through men. She got married in med school to someone, according to the textbook, that she did not love. And she also had 3 daughters while still in med school, which is incredible. But she felt oppressed by the requirements of motherhood, a sentiment D. Garrison notes in his article entitled Karen Horney and Feminism. He says, to the overwhelming demands on career, marriage, and family was added the difficulty of functioning as a deviant and ambitious female intellectual. Karen Horney gained notoriety and respect as a psychologist through her work in psychoanalysis, neurotic needs, and feminine psychology. So, when Karen Horney first began to realize that there was differences between how women and men were treated, it was between herself and her brother. She started to notice that her brother got a lot of privileges that she didn't, and it made her upset. In her professional life, she first spoke out about the problem in response to Carl Abraham's article entitled Manifestations of the Female Castration Complex. He wrote this at a time when gender equality and female empowerment movements were becoming more and more prevalent. And according to Garrison, Abraham basically attributed these movements and events to an unresolved masculinity complex in women, which made women resentful of men and instilled a desire to have male privileges, and left untreated would apparently instill a desire to have a penis. Karen Horney replied with the argument that the narcissism of men was what created this envy, that because society was run by narcissistic men, it was created so that they were the top dogs and pushed the other half of the population, women, down. She also argued that many little girls are jealous of little boys because they have the ability to pee anywhere they want. But on the other end, she argued that little boys are jealous of little girls because they can have babies. She also famously spoke out against Freud's views and theories of women. His main theory was that women had penis envy and had inferior body images because they believed themselves to be castrated men, and Karen's stances on both of these eventually led to the creation of feminine psychology. Karen Horney is said to be the founder of feminine psychology. An important idea in feminine psychology is womb envy, which is the idea that men are upset that they do not have a bigger role in creating life, so they create a society where they have the most power and overcompensate with work, so that women are belittled. Feminine psychology also revised the Oedipus complex. Horney did not deny that children and parents have conflicts, but she did not agree that with the sexual undertones. So feminine psychology revised it to be conflict between dependence upon and hostility towards parents. This type of psychology also notes the difficult decision between motherhood and career for women. And it noted the importance of women making and seeking their own identities without the influence of men. But it also notes how difficult it is with social and cultural impacts for women to do this. So in conclusion, Karen Horney is a really inspiring character in psychology and this class. But a lot of her ideas had a long way to go, but it was very radical for her time, and she paved the way for a lot of women, and we're very grateful for her. Thank you.